So tip number 3, the 5 minutes you have around your arena before you go in. So a lot of warm-up areas these days and a lot of competition areas these days, the warm-up can be quite a ways from the competition arena itself, and quite often you'll be warming up in sand and competing on grass, or warming up on grass and competing on sand, or where your arena has a grandstand. It's indoor and you've warmed up outdoor. So there can be quite a big change from your warm-up to your test itself. Obviously in your warm-up, like we talked about earlier, you've got a really good plan happening and you're getting your horse into the best frame of mind and you're both looking to work into the zone. Now, then it gets interesting when you do that lovely walk from the warm-up arena and you move into your competition arena and you start going around the outside, and a lot of that relaxation that you've had, and you realize that you have quite a different horse underneath you. Now, it's really easy to say in the back of your mind or to get in your head, oh my God, he's tense, he's worried, oh my God, he's just so tight, he's bracy. These are really broad terms. And when we say it in such broad terms, it's actually quite difficult for our mind to find a solution. And if we can't find a solution, it's going to then worry, it's going to get into overwhelm. And we're just going to go, oh my God. And the first thing we do when we get to overwhelm is we do, well, one of two things. We do less, where we just start to hold tight and just our whole body gets tension in it, and we try not to move. We try not to do anything that's going to upset or worry. So then we bring our ability to maneuver and manage the horse right down from, say, 100% down to 40%, because we're too scared to do anything in case it might blow up. So we go into that can't do anything at all. Or we get overreactive and our movements get quick and sudden, and we start trying to really push them around without actually paying any attention to the horse's mental state. And then the horse gets more worried, then it gets more tense, hollow, bracy, it gets overreactive, and then the test usually enters with A, enter it sideways, and X, halt, and run back sideways. So we don't want that. So one really good thing to think about when you're coming from your outside arena or your practice arena and you're going into your dressage arena itself, and the horse changes. They get worried, they get nervous, and these are broad terms. What we've got to then do is chunk it down and look at it 2 ways. One, how do I know that it's nervous or it's braced? Where is the brace? What does it feel like? And if you break it down in that way, you can say, well, it's actually blocking on my inside leg. I can feel its ribs pushing against my inside leg. My inside rein feels tight. You can say, well, that's okay. I know a solution for that. I can then go slight counterflexion, and then I can engage the inside hind, and then I can push the ribs to the outside rein, and then I can ask for the horse to bend around my inside leg. I can do a couple of series of changes within the gait. I can do a little bit of a leg yield. I can ride a little shoulder fore. Again, the more that you've practiced these exercises in the lead up to competition, you know what exercises are going to help with your horse when they're showing these different issues, whatever they are. It might be when they get tense, they start dropping their hip to the right or swinging their hindquarters to the right. And when you really think, what does it feel like if it is dropping the hindquarters to the right? Okay, well, what can I do to straighten my horse up? What exercises have already been practiced with my coach or myself? What have I got in my toolbox that I can use to help that? Sure, you might only have 4 minutes. You might have 2 trots around the arena. But don't forget, when you're going around the outside of the arena, you have an opportunity to ride transitions, have a play, move some hindquarters, make some adjustments. You can ride a half circle, you can ride some circles. You can still be schooling before you go in. We don't want to then go into the outside of the arena and go, which is quite common. So it's having that little bit of courage to really chunk it down. What exactly am I feeling? What does it feel like in my hands and my hips and my body and my breath? Take note of your breath. What's my breath doing? Where am I feeling tension in my body? That can be one of the first things. Do a brief body scan when you first go into your arena, from your outside arena into your main arena or your competition arena. Start from the top of your head and work your way down and just consciously think, is there tension in my body? Am I blocking my right elbow? Is my right elbow tight? Oh crap, yes it is. Okay, maybe I need to let it loose. Maybe I need to make sure that I'm traveling evenly with both elbows. Am I curling the toes on my left or right hand side? Am I dropping a hip? Do a brief body scan of your own body first. Sometimes that little moment where you just take for yourself and you just breathe and you just go a little internal, it also just gives a moment for the horse where you're not on their case, if you were, and where they can go, oh, yeah, she's just let me loose for a minute. And that can give them time to process the arena as well, sort of have a bit of a conscious, okay, no, it's all good, I'm feeling comfortable in my space. And that 15-second body scan can make a really big difference to your horse just taking that deep breath and letting them loose as well.